Welcome back to yet another 213 crispy video. In today's video, we are going to start a brand new build on a Mustang. Well, I can't technically use that word. A Salem Spectre Fastback 500. So this is not your standard Fastback. This one is the 500 model. Not tinkered around with it enough to know what the difference is. Besides, I'm going to go with a wild shot and say it is the tuning DLC version, which has the supercharged engine installed. So we are going to do a full restoration on this car. I do intend on using all tuning DLC parts as I can with this particular vehicle. The car status is about 60% across the board. 66, 68, 59, and 64. So hopefully this car repairs up pretty well for us. And we'll do a paint job. We'll put some different tires and wheels on it. Yeah. We're going to do everything we can to modify this car. My intentions is to not make this as stock and as original as possible. Pretty sharp, clean car, honestly. Don't have anything against any of it, but that's what we're going to do. So let's go ahead and we're going to rip this apart. Probably going to make this a two-part segment. Yeah, I think I'll do the suspension first. Yeah, we'll do the suspension first, and we'll do the motor second, and along with the motor rebuild, we'll do paint. You know what, it depends on how much time we have, we'll see. We might paint it as well. Let's go ahead, raise the car, and we're going to remove the oil from our car, if there is any. I've yet to buy one that actually does have oil in it, but we'll see. And guess what, no oil. I don't know, unless it's invisible. Move out of my way. We'll start with removing our parts, which is our starter, our drive shaft, and our gearbox. You know what I should do? I should clear my inventory first. Oh well. Too late now. Remove our clutch plate and remove our flywheel. We are ready to rip out that engine, but we're up on the lift, so let's go ahead and remove our exhaust parts. The suspension is no different than in just about any other vehicle that's out there. Unfortunately, nothing majorly exciting about removing some of these parts. I just wish that parts came off this easy in real life. That would be fantastic, but they don't. Especially here in Ohio. A lot of cars like to rust up, especially if they sit outside in the snow. Well, let me rephrase that. It's not sitting in the snow that's the issue. It's driving it in the snow and getting all the salt and grime and crap all over. That's what causes the rust. It's the corrosion from the salt. That kills it. But the joys of living up in the snow. Knuckle, take off the U-bolt. bushings. So we'll go on. Bushing. Plate. Axle housing. Fuel pump. That's for all the rear suspension. And off we go. Take off our brake caliper, which will also have your brake cylinder, our brake pads, our rotor, cap, wheel cylinder, wheel hub. Good news is because it's an auction car, I broke even-ish on the car, I think. I may have spent a little bit more than what it was worth, but when you buy from the auction house, you typically get a relatively complete or a fully complete car. But the nice thing is the condition of the parts are usually within a reasonable repair status. So it saves you a lot of money in the long run because you're not having to buy parts and chase down pieces. You just can repair it, slap it back on, and depending on how good your repair points are will depend on how well you can repair these parts. So far I've been pretty lucky with the few that I have been building lately, where a lot of the cars I only lose a couple pieces. Obviously there's going to be some suspension parts that you cannot repair that you just have to buy new anyway. It's no big deal. Once you build a couple cars, you get a pretty good familiarization as to what parts you can and cannot repair. Not a big issue. So for example, like a sway bars do not repair, sway bar links do not repair, tie rod ends, the outer tie rod and the inner tie rod, those do not repair. I've never stripped a suspension shock absorber and actually tried repairing it, so we're going to do that next on this video. I don't know if it does or if it doesn't, honestly. I've never actually tried it. I just always replace them with parts. But we'll find out. So we are almost fully repaired. Let's go ahead, lower on down, and I'm going to take out the engine and I'll put it on its stand. So we'll pull that out. And I want the battery, the brake servo, and I want the radio. Okay. Let's go over here and add our engine. And then let's head over here. We'll grab our interior cleaning kit or detailing cart. Move that to A. We'll throw our battery charger on charge. And we're going to move our welder to lift A as well. So we'll go ahead and do our interior cleaning. It's going to cost us $100. And we're going to move that back. And then we are going to use our welder. It's going to cost us $1,000, but that usually repairs your body panels if they are eligible to be repaired. So it gets rid of a lot of the rust, but some parts we're going to have to replace, which is perfectly fine by me. Let's go ahead and move this out of the way because it's going to be in my way. And let's go ahead and strip out our body panels. The condition of it to make sure that what I'm doing is correct. I'm going to buy all new body panel parts. Window, door, window, trunk, tail lights, rear bumper, bumper. And door. And because we're here, let's go ahead and disassemble the interior. So another steering wheel, front seats, and a rear bench. So now we should be fully disassembled and ready to purchase some new parts. So let's go ahead and we're going to start with going to, let's see what we got in the tuning DLC parts first. So let's see if they got anything for a fastback, because I honestly don't know. It would help if I didn't hit cap locks. But we got a hood. Look like we get some options for some headlights. I think I'm gonna go with these. Left and right headlights, and then tail lights. No, actually, I'm gonna go with C's. I like the dark look. And then I need to go to the interior. I don't remember which ones were which, but I do remember the fastback had a specific back seat. And I'm gonna go with black for the interior on this one. And I think it was seat 7. No, it wasn't. What seat was it? It really doesn't matter. I can put whatever I want in it. But it was that one. I believe it was. So let's go with 2 of those. And I need a steering wheel. Maybe a steering wheel 7. Yeah, it was steering wheel 7. Yeah, we'll go with the same one. Yeah. Let's go and back on out. Oh, I forgot to get the regular body panels. So let's go purchase the rest of our body panels. So we'll head back home, body shop, and we'll type in fastback. So I need a front bumper, left door, window, other fender, door, window, fender, window. Don't need a hood, don't need headlights, don't need tail light, don't need. Oh, wait a minute, I do need, and a new trunk light. So that's that. Let's go ahead and start slapping on some new body panels. So new trunk lid, new window. We're gonna go with these tail lights for now. We may change them up later, but mirror, window, fender, new hood. And this is why I decided to change my mind and go with the darker ones, because I think I'm gonna go with either a gray color, probably go with gray for the paint. We'll see. I don't know yet. And I forgot license plates, but that's fine. Got the mirror on. Got the mirror on. I think I got all the lights on. Got the bumper on. Lights are on. Yeah, we're done. Okay. So we're getting there. Let's go ahead and start with the interior. Or yeah, let's go and do the interior while we're here. Disassemble. Assemble. Bench. Was seat 11D, so I was right. Seat 11, and a new steering wheel. And then we are going to go ahead and raise this on up. And we're going to go over here and start repairing all of our parts. let's try an experiment. So, remember how I said I've never tried ripping this apart and actually testing to see if you can repair it? So let's rip one apart and take, and let's see if we can. Nope. Okay, didn't think so. As for tires and wheels, I'm not even going to use the original ones. I'm going to replace them with something more modern, I should say. So let's go ahead and let's start with doing some suspension parts. So both spring knuckles repaired, which is great. Both upper knuckles are good. I already see some issues that I gotta go buy some parts. So let's get out of this mode. And I got a good tablet. And we're gonna purchase our first round of suspension parts, which is going to be knuckles, sway bars, bushings, the stuff that I know is kind of normal to purchase. So we're gonna do 2 double wishbone shock absorbers, 2 front caps, 2 front springs, front sway bar B, a inner tie rod, outer tie rod, rubber bushings. You need, I think it's 10, but I'm gonna buy 12 to be safe. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. It is 12. We're gonna need 4 small bushings. Front sway bar length B times 2. 2 wheel bearings and 2 wheel hub caps. That's the minimum. Oops, and I forgot brakes. So let's go back to the parts store, and I need to purchase, I believe it's ventilated disc brakes, 2 brake pads, and we'll hope the rest repaired, because usually they do. But we'll see. That's the minimum that you need. Start with mounting our upper and lower control arms. Okay. Why did that glitch? Interesting. Okay. This is really weird. Why is this car... I am having like the worst luck with this, because if you look at this outline, you can see that it's giving you the option for the shock absorber and the lower control arm, but when I go to mount parts, oh, that's weird. Duh. I'm blind. It's because I didn't install my cover. I'm dumb. I'm like, wait a minute. Brain fart moment. We all make them. Mount our lower control arm, new bushings, and our front sway bar link. Front sway bar is already in. Steering rack. Inner tie rod, outer tie rod, a front wheel hub. Looks like both repaired, which is fantastic. Wheel bearing goes on the inside, cap goes on the outside, then our disc rotor, our brake pads, and our caliper, and we are set besides the shock absorber on this side. Let's go ahead and mount our bushings on our cross member. Should be a total of 4, 2 on each side. And put our inner tire on. Our knuckle. Outer rod. Bottom suspension arm. Front sway bar link. upper suspension arm. So far, have yet to find a part that did not repair, which is kind of shocking. It's nice, actually. Like I said, it saves you money. Being able to repair up all your parts, and you're buying a car that's not missing a bunch of parts. Like if you went to the junkyard, the nice thing about junkyard cars is they're just dirt cheap, but you do have a lot more repair cost because you're buying the car for half the price basically, but it could be missing half of the engine parts, and some of them are expensive. Or if it's missing a transmission, the prices, they add up. They add up quickly, actually. So let's go ahead and we're going to join our new suspension parts together. And that one, we're going to do one more. While that's doing that, let's go ahead and install this one. There. Let's go grab the second one from our compressor tool. And we're going to mount this one on the inside. The suspension on the front end is complete. So now let's move our attention to the rear. So we'll see what did not repair here. So we got both leaf springs, both leaf plates, all U-bolts repaired. Shocking. Usually I lose one of those. Knuckles, both knuckles repaired. This is getting scary. Both hubs repaired. Both axles repaired. Wow. That's interesting. Both wheel cylinders repaired. I know the brake shoes. What? Okay, so I gotta buy drums. Guess that's the only part I have to buy. Is a brake drum. That's scary. I know I have some of these suspension parts for the tuning DLC already in my inventory. I know I have to buy a new fuel tank. For some reason, that is one part that just does not repair. Leaf spring. Put our bushings in before I forget, like I did on the last build. Spring plate in, given U-bolts that are required for installation to hold that assembly together. Because if not, then you'll lose an axle. Actually, as soon as you drop it, you'll lose it in this situation. And our wheel cylinder, our brake shoes for the drums, and yeah, so I need brake drums, rear shock absorber beads, and a fuel tank. It's going to be our next parts run to the Napa Auto Parts store. So we need to order our set 2 brake drums. A fuel tank, which should be right there. And I needed rear shock absorber beads. I think it was beads. We'll find out. Mounting our parts. Install our brake drum. Install our shock absorber. We'll go ahead and install the fuel tank while I'm here. Thinking about it. Other side, same. Brake drum, good. Now let's see if I have any of my tuning parts. I do not have a fuel pump. I think I have the rear mufflers, which I do. I'm going to install both of those. I do not think I have middle mufflers. Nope. Okay. So now let's go to make our first parts run to Jeg's Auto Racing, or Jeg's Racing Parts, or whatever, Jeg's Parts, or whatever you want to call it. We're going to go to the Tuning Boost, Power Boost section, and inside of here I want the exhaust panels, and I forgot the front pieces. Ooh, that's bad. Middle mufflers, where are they at? Right here. So I need 2 of those, and I need the front exhaust pipes. I just don't remember which one. And I don't know if they were in the tuning section or not, but we'll find out. So I need front exhaust pipe C for the So they do not have that part for this particular vehicle. No big deal. So we need engine, and I need a fuel pump. And I'm not going to worry about the rest of the stuff too much. I am going to go ahead and pick up the... Ooh, they put brakes parts in here. Nope. Okay. And suspension, but there's nothing in them. Okay. So I went ahead and picked up the gearbox parts as well, because we will need that whenever we go to install the rest of it. So I need front exhaust section C. So parts, the regular back to Napa auto parts store, exhaust, front exhaust pipe C for V8 overhead valve, and I need 2 of these. And mount our parts. 1, 2. And we'll go ahead and mount our fuel pump back there too while I'm at it. And we're done down here. So let's go ahead and purchase ourselves some tires. I'm gonna go a little crazy. I think I'm gonna do 22s in the rear. I'm gonna try 22s. Yeah, it's gonna be a squeeze, but we're gonna try it. Let's go to our tire discounter. So we need rims. Like I said, I'm going with a traditional style. So I'm going with these, and we're going to go with 22s for the rear. I'm going to put them with probably a 25. Let's do 30 back spacing. We'll do 25 back spacing. We'll see how well that looks. And then I'm going to put 20s in the front, and we'll do 25. We'll do 20 backspace. And then we need some tires to go with it. So for the rear, I'm going to put... I want some raised tires. I just don't like these. I really don't. I'm going to put slicks in the rear. So 22s... this is going to be a trick. I'm going to do 265s. We'll do 30s. And then for the front, we're going to do... we'll do what the factory. 225 30s. Let's see if we can get one of these big bad boys to fit in the back end. So let's start with the 22-inch slicks. God, it's gonna be a big tire. And I'm gonna take that one. I'm gonna balance it. Yes. While that one's doing that, let's go ahead and try one of the 20s from the front. So let's go see what the rear looks like. Mount. Survey says... it's It's gonna be close. I think it's a squeeze. Can't tell. I don't think it's rubbing anywhere. But I do see an issue. I have too much backspacing in the tire. Or in the wheel. But I'm gonna leave it like that. Front should fit pretty easy. 20-inch rim is going to be the questionable part. Yeah, that don't look bad. You know what? That tire and wheel don't look bad. It's within that wheel well. Take. Balance. Yes. Go ahead and we'll grab our battery, go ahead and get all the under the engine ready to go for the new motor. And you know what, we got a few minutes extra. I think I'm gonna go ahead and paint this real quick. So mount our brake servo repair, which is great. Let's go ahead and install our battery, and did our radiator repair. Okay. So we have a complete rolling chassis car at this point, so I'm going to move this over to the paint booth, and we're going to give it a fresh coat of paint. $1 million question is, what color do we want to make it? Originally, the car, I think, is that teal color? No, that's the current color. Okay. The original color is dark green. No, I don't like that. I want gray. So how do I get gray? That's the next question. Yeah, that looks pretty good. I think we're going to go a tick darker. A little bit lighter. Let's see what kind of liveries we got. I don't think they're going to work, because the hood scoop, and that's my only complaint, is when you do the fastback, any car that has the tuning DLC with the supercharged engine, that the livery stripings do not go through this hood, which makes no sense to me, but whatever. We'll go with chameleon. Yeah, we'll do chameleon. And so this car is now done. So let's go ahead and move it on back out to our car lift A. Oh yeah, that's much better. Much better. Like I said, these tires and wheels, they are extremely close. You know what? They might be rubbing. But it fills up the wheel well, which is what I was looking for. I like the aggressive big wheel. Might have to buy some new wheels and bring them in a little bit more. But overall, the look is fantastic. I think it's great, actually. It's what I was looking for. So that's why I went with the darker headlights and the darker tail lights, is because I figured the gray is going to look a lot better with this than doing the bright tail lights and the bright headlights. So, looks fantastic. So with this, we are going to wrap up this video, which is a part 1 of going to make it a 2-part series. Thank you guys very much for watching. Stay tuned for the part 2 video coming up here probably tomorrow. I will be streaming it live while I do the video, just like I did this one. So if you want to come watch me on Twitch, it's twitch.tv/213crispy, and also on YouTube, which is where you found the video at. Video on YouTube is going to be in 213crispy. Simple and easy, guys. Give me a thumbs up or a thumbs down if you like the video. Make sure you hit the subscribe button as well if you like the content that I provide you. Also, feel free to leave any comments, suggestions, whatever you can think of. I appreciate any feedback you guys give me as a streamer and a YouTuber. I try to give you guys, the viewers, what you like. So if you give me some suggestions on videos or content, or if you want to play with me live on stream, whatever the case may be, I have no issues at all with playing any other games like PUBG or something like that if you guys want to hop in. But yeah, other than that, we're going to wrap this video up. I believe, I don't even know how long it was. I'm going to say it was probably 35, 40 minutes, somewhere around there, I'm guessing at this point. But I will see you all another day, and thank you very much, and have a fantastic day.